Then we're live. Yes! I think I got it. I think I got right about on time there. I know I'm a minute late, or like 30 seconds late. And a few of you are gonna get quite angry at me for that. But my goal here is just to not be like in this position once we go live, because then I'm like, are we there? Are we going? And then I get the yes, and I'm like, oh no, hey, what's going on? Anyway, happy today. Happy today. Whatever today is, hopefully it's wonderful for you. I think it's Wednesday here, Kathleen Falls. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you. Welcome back. But yeah, it's Wednesday here, I think. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, we're going with that? Okay, cool. It's hump day, which is nice. I don't really know what that means other than it's just right in the middle. It feels like every day is about the same. Oh, good, we're starting off on the right track. I get to give my dog a treat. Happy Quarren Wednesday, Quarren Day. Alexandra, welcome back, good to have you. Hold on, puppy needs a treat. All right, there we go. Everyone's early, good point, linguophile. Yeah, every day kind of feels like the same. I feel like this is the ultimate exercise in living in the present, in the now. Because theoretically, we all should be right here, right now, because there's no then, and nobody knows what tomorrow looks like. So we're right here, but it doesn't feel that way. I keep longing for the days of like, I remember when I used to go take a walk and not have to put on a mask, and that used to be fun. And now it's also fun. I enjoy every last minute of it. So much so that I'm gonna make myself a cocktail just to celebrate. Actually, let me show you this mask. Do you guys mind if I show you this mask? Hold on, let me show you. I'm back. This is a mask that I wear every time I take Bailey out for a dub. I can't say the full W word because she's within earshot and will start whining at me if I say it. Pretty cool, right? They're little paw prints. Aren't they awesome? Anyway, I don't know the woman's name who made these for us, but it's my mother-in-law's friend's pharmacist or friend or something. So I don't know, what does that make us? Absolutely nothing. Would be the line if you watch Spaceballs. But no, thank you to whoever you are that made these for us. I love it. Nobody compliments me on it because I just whiz right by them on the sidewalk when I'm walking Bailey. But I'm sure if we pause long enough for them to see the pause, not bad, right? We would for sure get compliments. And the best part is, when you're done using it, you just flip it inside out and use the other side. So, all right, let's get a cocktail going here. Today I'm making a riff on a Negroni. This is a mezcal groni. It's a mezcal Negroni. I don't know if I've made this with you yet. If I have, then we're making it again. But if I haven't, then you guys are in for a real treat. It's the exact same as a Negroni, except it has mezcal in place of the gin, and I love it. Okay. We need some spirits here. The reason I love it is because I feel like it totally, like the mezcal, the smokiness kind of complements the Campari a little bit. It's kind of, I don't know why or how, but it just does. Just go with me on this. I love how I'm supposed to have an opinion on it and tell you why it's great. And then I'm just like, just trust me. It's good. Just go with it. All right. So I'm using my absolute favorite sweet vermouth, Carpano Antica. It's a little bit more, it's like twice the price of regular sweet vermouth, but the flavor is incredible. It's like just a little bit sweeter, but it has, I don't know, it's kind of plummier, like plums. And I don't know why I said like plums. That should have been obvious by the use of the word plummier. Yeah, gnarly nerd. I threw that in. I'm glad somebody caught that. But it's a dry cough, not a wet cough. That's what I read today. Oh no! Anthony, this is gonna be just sweet vermouth on the rocks, apparently. Good move. All right, so I've now just poured 2 kinds of sweet vermouth in, and I didn't just pour a regular pour in, a 1 ounce. I poured in 1.5 ounces of both. So what should we do here? Instead of just drinking this, why don't I strain it out, and then we'll just pour half of it back in, and I'll save the rest for another use after this. Well done, Anthony. Strike 1. Okay. So let's pour. This is really good. I was all excited for my sweet vermouth, my favorite sweet vermouth, and I was telling you, oh God, it's so good. And then I just went ahead and botched it. So, whoops, and we're spilling out the back. You know, we're just gonna start this whole stream over. Spilling out the back. Is that a symptom of COVID? Okay. You know what? We're just gonna poor thing. Okay. All good. So, Alexandra, no, I'm not keeping my sweet vermouth in the fridge. Normally I do, but honestly, I go through this stuff pretty quick. Like, one of these liters probably lasts me, I don't know, 3 weeks. And I only notice like a tiny bit of oxidation right towards the end. And honestly, that's okay by me. And I'd rather have a little bit of extra space in my fridge. So I know I should, but I'm not. So no, I'm not. This is the bottle I meant to get. Yeah, Weller. Yeah, maybe just a glass of wine would have been a good call. It's gonna be sweet wine. Oh boy. Nice job getting. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. And and there we go. See, there we go. Now this is a much better, yeah, mulligan, Craig. Exactly. Okay, let's put this stuff away. I don't even know why I know I had 2 vermouths out. Because I had one there earlier, and then I added another. Let's just get this show on the road. Anthony needs his Negroni. And an orange twist. That's all. That's the last thing we need here. What is up, Monster Master? Good to have you here. I always want to call you Monster Masher. So that might become your new nickname. I'm just notifying you of that. Okay. I'm going with an orange. Classic twist. I don't do fruit in my drink, you know, like a muddled up anything or like an orange wheel. Just an orange twist. I just want the little spritz in there. Oh, good, Mother, you're sipping sea lip. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Well, you just said you're sipping it. Who knows if you're actually enjoying it, but. Okay. Cheers, guys. Happy Wednesday. Happy quarantine. Hopefully you are still loving it, or at least not hating it, or at least getting by, or something. I don't know. It's tough. Okay, so all things considered, that's actually pretty good. You know what? We may have just discovered like the mix of the 2 sweet vermouths. Not too shabby. I'm not gonna lie. Everything else I say is a lie. But when I preface it by saying not gonna lie, that means that is true. Oh, and you can still take, with all that stuff going on, this is why I love it, that you can still taste the smokiness of the mezcal. It's like Mexico's version of Scotch, or like an Islay. No, is it Islay? Yeah, it's an Islay Scotch, like a Lagavulin. You know, it's got that peaty kind of smoky, but just a little bit different. Okay. Now we're cooking. Well, almost. We'll get there in a second. Now we're mixing. All right. let's get into split screen just because it's a little more fun. So we're doing cauliflower today. I'm gonna be making, so the preparation of this, just go with me for a second, is called cauliflower steaks. But that is where the similarity to a steak begins and ends, is just in the name, vaguely in the shape. But I know, Monster, isn't that music great? But that's what we're doing. Mostly because this is what I could find at the store. I'm really excited about it. Also because cauliflower really can take a beating in the kitchen, and it's such a good workhorse. Like you can do all sorts of stuff with it. Actually, I should have planned this better. For lunch today, or as my wife and I called it, second breakfast, because it was a little bit earlier than normal lunchtime, we had cauliflower rice mixed with pesto, or the ramp pesto that we made last week. We mixed it with the cauliflower rice, sauteed it, like browned it, then mixed it, and then I put it in tortilla shells. So I mean, it's like an Italian, a faux Italian Mexican dinner. Go with me. But it was actually pretty good. But that's the point. Like you can flavor cauliflower really well. The texture holds up. If you're looking for like an alternative, I'm not. I'm just gonna throw this out there just so I can get out in front of all the criticism. If you're looking for an alternative to like, you know, carbohydrates, or if you're trying to eat a little bit better, cauliflower is a good place to start, I think, because you can do a lot of different things to it. So today, we're gonna be slicing it up as steaks. But we're gonna put some really good like olive caper salsa on top, and I think you're gonna like it. I know I said the other day that it was gonna be a chimichurri on top, and we could still do that because I did write that down, but then I realized I've got like 2 pounds of olives in the fridge that I need to go through, and this was gonna be one way to do it. So we're doing that. But if enough people start whining in the comments saying, if enough people start whining in the comments saying we need the chimichurri, then I can whip out Brutus, the little food processor, and whip it up pretty quick. Let me know. Okay, so let's get this cut into steaks. Bean, yes, I would love to do a collab with Frank and Emily after coronavirus. They seem like pretty cool people. For those of you who don't know, that's a reference to the Epicurious videos that I've been on, and Frank is a chef. He teaches at the International Culinary Institute for Culinary Education, ICE, and then Emily is a level 1 chef or whatever, is on the other 4 levels videos, and she's got, you should check out both of their YouTube channels. It's Proto Cooks and Emily Duncan, I think her last name is. I think so. Someone might be able to find that in the comments if you can. Okay, all right, so we have 1 vote for, we need the chimichurri. Okay, fine. God. We'll do both. So we'll do this 2 different ways. These always look like brain cross sections to me. I don't know if you ever sliced up a brain, but this is what it looks like. Is that too much light? Not enough light? Let's go a little bit. How about that? So I'm going kind of thick here. These are about an inch thick. And I'm going just full cross section, top down, and we're going across the whole thing. Other fun things you can do with cauliflower. You can use it as an impromptu football or rugby. You can also roast the entire head at once. That's also kind of fun. And I've done that. And there's a restaurant in New Orleans called Domenica where I first had this preparation, but they basically, they roast the whole thing, the whole cauliflower head, and then they bring it out to you. It's like blackened, and it's got some sort of like really flavored hummus kind of thing on the side, and then they just stick a steak knife in the top, and it's so good. It's perfectly tender. It's amazing. You should try it if we ever get through this. When we get through this. All right. The other reason I'm doing this is because I love how easy the preparation is. Like, that's the other thing. With the whole, if you roast the whole head, You just stick the whole head in the oven for about, I don't know, 45 minutes until it's nice and cooked and blackened and it's perfect. This, we're going about 20 minutes or so in a super hot oven. It's great. So that's why I like it for a nice weeknight meal. Not like days matter. They're all the same. What day is it? Oh, if I didn't mention it already. No, I didn't mention it today, but we're still doing it. Tomorrow night, Lauren Lane, the director, Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal, and me, and I are having a date night. So I'm going to be cooking a date night meal for the two of us. It's going to be wonderful. That's all I know. Oh, we're doing poached cod. Olive oil poached cod. Stovetop. It's going to be awesome. All right. So, there we go. Just need a little olive oil on both sides. Just to kind of help it brown, I'm going to do this just because it's easier. There we go. One down. How's everybody's Wednesday going? Everybody still alive, kicking, enjoying quarantine as much as the next YouTube viewer out there? Right. These will kind of fall apart a little bit, but they should hold up for the most part. So that's why, like, if you can, the thicker you cut it, the more likely they'll stick together, you know, as one giant cross section. So I'm gonna leave some of the greens on because I like a little bit of blackened greens on there. And we can do smaller ones too. Isn't this great? As you can tell, this is a very perfectionist activity, making sure every single little tiny floret is covered in oil. Okay, this is probably pretty good. And whatever we don't eat tonight, like, it'll be cooked, so we can save it for tomorrow. We can, like, chop it. I can dice it up and throw it with a pasta maybe. Yeah, we'll kind of have fun with it. You want a little bite too? Here, we'll see if she likes it. She took it. Lauren's a big fan. All right. There we go. That needs a little bit more. I think that's pretty good. I guess we'll put the rest on. Why not? Actually, the greens are bad. Oh, the other reason I wanted to do the chimichurri is because I finally used up all my ramp leaves, you guys. I'm pretty excited about this. But I have some other greens that I need to use up, specifically the radish tops from the radishes yesterday. And then, oh, I've got like a bunch of parsley and cilantro I need to use up. So we'll figure out a good mix among those. Oh, still have some more. I'll just put these guys around, just to kind of hang out. Voila. Hold. Talk amongst yourselves. $19.20. Okay. Really important to get that full 20 seconds in. Yes, Andrew, carrot greens would be good here too. If I had carrots, it's like the one time I don't have them, and normally I lop them off. I let them sit in the fridge for like a week while I feel guilty about not using them. I'm like, what are we gonna do with these? What can I do? This would have been a perfect use for it. Okay, some salt. And there's a whole lot of vegetable here, so you can salt pretty aggressively. Good. And I'm really only salting one side, so, you know, we could always, I don't want to flip them over. I'm not going to do that. These are going in a 500-degree oven, so we're going to go, we're going hot. I really want them to be roasted and brown, and there's a lot of mass in there, so I want them cooked. You know what I mean? If they start burning, we'll turn down the heat. That's the easy part. It gets harder when you know, they're not cooking at all, and you got to like ramp up the temp right at the end. Bean, no, I only have pink shirts. This is actually, I have two pink shirts. This one and whatever other one you've seen. So, you know, it's tough going here. It's tough to make a living being a pink shirt guy, especially when you got hair like this, you know. But so yeah, right now scraping by with just the 2 pink shirts. But I do alternate them, so I wash them once a month. And this month is April, so you'll see this. And then next month I'll switch to my second shirt. I think you're gonna like it. No, I think I have 12 pink shirts now. Thank you, Andrew T. Weller, for the gift. And then my parents also sent like 3 or 4, including this one. Yeah, it's really great. Okay, done with this. And I guess we have time, so I'll make the friggin' chimichurri. I hope nobody's like 10 or under and got offended. You know, that's too young to get offended. So actually, that's fine. I mean, no. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Just some vermouth on there, it's fine. But doesn't this look super sexy now that I oiled it up again? Even this one. I don't even know what it's made out of. And this is the one that Lauren uses most of the time, but I kind of like it. And I thought it'd be nice to use today. So we're switching it up. Oh, so let's make a chimichurri. All right, I need 50 grams of greens. Where's my handy dandy scale? Bam! Pow! This is turning into like a Batman comic. Spat! Hold on. Just looking for all my greens. Okay, so I'll use some parsley, and then I thought, where are my radish tops? I'll definitely need those. Don't go anywhere. Still just looking for my radish tops. Something I never thought I'd say. Found him! Okay. Oh God. That took a lot out of me. I got lost in there for a few minutes. Okay. See, these are kind of nice. I already washed them yesterday while I was prepping everything. Do we have 50 grams in radish greens here? 44, 45, pretty close, 45. We'll just fortify it with some parsley leaves, call it a day. Boom, boom. What am I missing here? I went outside today. I walked around for like 10 minutes. So in case you see like a mask suntan on me, that's where it's coming from. If not, I do need my vitamin D. That's why I went out. And 50. Boom. All right, little Dexter bag, you're going back home. Take a deep breath. All right. What else are we doing here? Oh, 20 grams of vinegar. See, now I put everything away because I didn't think anyone was going to want the chimichurri. Bear with me. 1 second. Gotta get the... Still here. Okay. All right. What did I say? 20? Yeah, 20. We're going with that. Black apron with pink imprint on white underlay would be perfect. Oh, God, now you guys are talking. Yes. Done. 19.5. It's close enough. All right. We got the greens. We got the vinegar. We have salt out. Boom. Let's get a little bit of garlic here. We just need 1 clove. You know, raw garlic can overwhelm like sauces and dishes, I think. So as much as I love garlic, I also like using it appropriately, you know? So this is gonna still be a lot, but I think it'll be okay. We'll find out. And the other thing is, different garlics are different strengths, you know? Like some of them are so pungent, and well, I guess we'll just find out what this one's gonna be like. And 25 grams of olive oil. Perfect. And 13, 16, almost there. Keep going, little buddy. One more little squirt. 25. Yes. Can I drink some vinegar straight up? Yes, I can. Yeah, of course. Good question, Bean. I'm glad now everybody knows. That's been on everybody's mind. Oh man, it's already starting to smell good. Like the olive oil is starting to smell, you know, like it gets aromatic. I don't know what the words are. It's Wednesday. I don't know. Gosh darn it. Why is life so hard? Okay, that's good. I'd love to know some of the history of chimichurri. I'm pretty sure this is it Argentinian? Somebody's gonna correct me, but I'm pretty sure this is like an Argentinian origin condiment. Now this obviously is not the Argentinian version, but this idea, I think, unless that's just a different name for like a salsa verde or something else. I'm sure somebody in the comments might know. Wink, wink. Because I gotta learn too. You know, that's part of why I'm doing this. It's basically selfishly motivated. Make sure I'm not toasting the board. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna mute this. Actually, I'll fill it up first. And then I'll mute it. Because this little guy is loud. The other day I made 3 batches of ramp pesto in this tiny little thing. I was like standing over this little guy for like an hour and a half, and I had to wear like noise canceling headphones because that thing is very loud. Which is why I'm about to mute you. Oh, nope, that's not muted. That would have been bad. That was a trip. Okay, so we got the greens and the garlic pulsed. Now it's time to put some liquid in there. I'm gonna get the vinegar in, and then we'll just slowly drizzle in the oil. And again, I'm gonna mute you. Oh, that is so super painful. So obviously it didn't create a total emulsion because we're only making a small amount at a time, but let me squeeze some down. Oh, Monster Mash. Monster Mash, yeah, we're going Monster Masher. I'll tell you about Daryl in just a second. Hold. I'm just gonna press all this stuff down the sides because most of it was not chopped, but you know what? I don't care that much. It's just like a sauce. It's not a pesto. You know, pesto is a sauce, but we're just gonna like spoon this on top so it doesn't need to look super pretty. Whoops. So we're just gonna go for a rough chop and we're gonna call it good. I'm gonna mute you one more time. Okay, good. I'm gonna protect you. Let's go here. Yeah, let's see how this turned out. I haven't added salt yet, I know. That will come in just a moment. So I think this will be fine. Again, it's a little dry, but I'm gonna mix in a little bit more oil and probably oil. I can smell the vinegar. It seems pretty strong. That'll be fine. But I will, let's like put this in a jar and then we can see what we're dealing with, consistency-wise. Okay. Yeah, Ravik, if you have an Argentinian friend, ask him or her to make it. That's probably a wise choice. It will be very different and most likely better than this. We're just gonna call it a green sauce. How about that? That way I don't get any trouble. No one can be like, well, that's not a traditional chimichurri. I'll be like, no, it's my green sauce. If I say it weird, it takes all the pressure off. Now, this will be good. It definitely needs some more liquid in there because we kind of want this, you know, spoonable. And right now, it's a little thick, but the color's nice. That's what I like. Let's see what the taste is. Okay, totally needs more olive oil and salt, but we're not far off. I'm gonna put a little bit of crushed red pepper in, just to kind of mix it. Just to mix it? No. I'm gonna put some crushed red pepper in to spice it up a little bit, and then we'll mix it. That's what I meant to say. Where's my Negroni? All right. Go. Oh, and some sauce, or salt. And some sauce. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Good. It's already out. Oh, this is probably also more of a function of little Brutus back there, and the fact that I mostly use him on the grind setting, not the chop setting, which is he basically just spins one way or the other. But sometimes the leaves, and this happens every time I make pesto or chimichurri, really, they're kind of like slightly stringy. So if you have a food processor, it'll turn out better than it will, like a real one. It'll probably turn out a little bit better. The other option is you could make more of it at once, and that way there's enough stuff in there to move around to use the chop setting. But the only way I can get the stuff inside of Brutus to move around is to use the chop setting, or I'm sorry, the grind setting. So that's probably TMI, but now you know. Yeah, Daryl, I'll tell you about him in just a sec. Okay, so that's pretty good. This will cut through any sort of richness in a traditional steak, which is what this is originally designed for, I'm pretty sure. We're not gonna get all sorts of that richness here in the cauliflower, so it might be a little bit of overkill, but that'll be fine. Actually, we might use it with the olives and everything else, and then it'll be totally fine. But yeah, anyway. I think I might just save this, like this will be good for just to have around to top stuff with. My fridge is going to be completely filled with like jars of green stuff. Oh, we're not done. I've got more. We're not done, I've got more. These are all like pestos and stuff. So, and why not add one more to the mix? This is what quarantine has come to now. We're now like batch making ramp pesto. I'm not complaining. I've got like one with pecans, one with pine nuts, one with almonds. So super exciting stuff. All right, this is good. Leave that there. Next, what was my original plan? Oh yeah, the olive salsa. That's right. Which will also be wonderful. So that's 500 degrees. I don't even know how long we've had that in there. Maybe 10, 15 minutes, and it's just starting to brown up now. It probably would go a little bit faster if I stopped opening and closing it, but I just want to check, just so I can report back. Yeah, Ravik, those are all Soylent Green. Becca, oh, you make salsas. Great. Yeah, that's a fridge I would love to stick my head into just to try out a whole bunch of different things. What was I doing? Capers. I need like one of you needs to be a producer, like a director for me on camera or whatever, just to be like, hey, don't forget, you said you were going to do this, and just to help out. Okay, let's mix up some. All right. Good, that's shut. That's all I wanted. This is going to be a mix of olives. The label says olives pitted country mix Frutto Italia. It's like a mixed olive medley. Did I really need to say mixed and or medley? Like that'd be the same thing, right? Anyway, it's a medley of olives that are also mixed, and it's from Italy. So everything Italy has is good. Like that's one place I just totally trust. Everything there is great. Everything there is a little bit more expensive, but like I'm okay, getting, because I know it's always going to be really good. So, all right, let's just get a handful of these in here. Every single time I go there, like their cheese, it's all Italian-ish stuff. Their cheese, their prosciutto, it's so good. Well, when I used to go there. Now I can still get it delivered, thankfully, but I got to like book out a delivery date about a week in advance. Whereas I used to get it like same day if I really wanted to. I know I'm not really whining. I know that's nice to have either way. At least I don't have to leave my house. But like that's one of the differences in post-corona or in corona times is delivery services are like, hey, yeah, we have limited slots because everybody wants to stay at home. Andrew, yeah, Italian-ish. I think, well, I said that to be safe, but I think everything there is Italian. I think. Those are good. All right, I'm gonna just give these guys a little slice or do in half, just so they're a little bit easier to like spoon on top of the quote steaks. Come on, buddy, cut. Boy, I have to sharpen this knife too. Drink, intro, dance, tributary, capers, Daryl. Forget how to cook, outro, forget how to end stream. Yeah, that is a pretty good list. Yeah, that's actually my to-do list of today. Perfect, you nailed it. Thank you for the reminder about Daryl. He's coming up, I'll get him. Alexa, remind me to talk about Daryl in 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll remind you in 2 minutes.
All right, she's on my side. All right. And then we're gonna add a little bit of capers to this. Like this will just be a nice little, again, there's no prep required here. It's just, that's one of the nice things about buying like, what was that show called on Food Network like years ago? Semi-homemade, I think with Sandra Lee. That was such a great idea where you could kind of make some things, but then just buy everything else. And no one cares, it still tastes great. Oh, Patty, well, yeah, you can order anywhere, Italy. But, well, I get it like, I do it from Instacart, but I can get fresh stuff. Can you get like fresh stuff anywhere? I didn't realize that. I thought that was just like their dry, So yeah, we got olives. My next shipment comes on Sunday. I'm getting stracciatella cheese, some burrata, some more olives. I don't know why, because I'm still got another whole bunch to go. Sandra Lee, Girlfriend to Your Governor. Is that the case? No. Is it the same one? I don't know. I don't know this name. I mean, does anyone know if it's the same person? That'd be crazy if it was. Also, I don't know. I don't follow Cuomo's girlfriend. I don't know who she is, so that's probably why this is a surprise to me. Is it the same? Oh, what? Oh no, that can't be true. Although if it is, they're eating great. Okay. Okay, so let's mix in some capers here.
Here's a reminder. Talk about Daryl.
Alexa, stop. Okay, so Daryl, let me show you. Is it the same? No way. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up. That is so crazy. You know what, let's just use all these. There's only like a tablespoon left anyway. Come on, little guys. Done. Okay, number one, I'm gonna have to look up that Sandra Lee thing. But number two, Daryl. Let me show you. Daryl is very good. So let's turn off the light here. So you can see he's bubbling away. I just fed him this afternoon, and I increased his size a little bit because I want to get a bigger, pull off from for when I make bread sometime. I don't know. I actually, I have enough flour left, but I don't have much. Like I have maybe 4 cups of like a pound-ish, maybe 2 pounds. So I don't know. But Daryl's good. There, now you can see him bubbling away. There you go. So that's Daryl. This is Daryl's profile. I moved him from a. Oh, no kidding! That's funny that it is the same person. Oh, they broke up. That's sad. Okay, thanks for looking it up, everyone. But yeah, I'm excited to use this. I know I told you guys earlier this week and maybe late last week, but the weird funky smell, totally gone. Now this smells like it smells like sourdough bread. No, it smells great. Everyone collectively rolls their eyes. Okay, that's done. See, we're not gonna do anything super fancy with this. We're just gonna have this on the side, or we'll put it on top. It'll be great. I think we're good. I'm gonna check these bad boys down here. Oh, I need salt in the chimichurri. What else am I forgetting? They dated for 10 years. Wow. No kidding. Oh, this smells super fun. Like, I know it's a weird thing to say, but it's just got a little garlic bite to it. But you can totally smell like the vinegar. It's gonna cut through whatever, big rich meat we put it on, even if it's meat like cauliflower. Yeah, all right, how are we doing here? Almost there. I'm going to, why don't we do this? Let's switch to broil. And just to finish up the tops, I think that'll be kind of fun, don't you? Let's give it a shot. Hold. So we don't have to do this. Actually, maybe we should let it go, because I'm trying to think, if it's a little over 1 inch thick, let's see how done they are. That's not too bad. So it's relatively pierceable with this. Like there's not a whole lot of resistance. Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. I'm gonna just broil it to finish it off on top because I'll show you what it looks like. It's getting there, but I want it to be brown like all over. And we're just now starting to get brown, but let's give it a nice finishing touch. I know, Bill, so that's the deal. I could have made biscuits, quick breads with all the flour that Daryl's eaten, I get it. But yeast is hard to find. I have like 1 packet of yeast, and I know I don't need the whole thing for all of, a bunch of breads, but that was my thought is, yeah, I don't know. I didn't have a plan, I'll be honest with you. I didn't exactly think this through. I thought, well, I'm gonna be home. Why not? I've never done it, let's give it a shot. So that's what I did. All right, can you hear this? Doesn't it look good? It's almost there. See, like even the tough parts are pretty pierceable. So I think just like 2 minutes on the broiler, and that'll be good. What else do we need to do to plate this? What do you think? I feel like, what if we had some like citrus portions? Yeah, I don't know. Let's try it. You want to try it? We'll put it on. I don't know. We'll do like a little tangerine thing, or whatever this is. Oh, it's a mandarin. Excuse me. So, oh, you know, the excitement, Weller, is that I actually like this taste. Honestly, I like when this gets browned. I like that it actually kind of tastes good. Yeah, and it's a little bit, it's like this would make a great lunch option too. Because it's hard to, I don't know, I think it'd be a little hard to have a steak on there. It's not meant as a replacement. I think this would be like yeah, why not just let's have some of that, you know, it's a little lighter. That's what I would do. And we'll roast it, that'll help finish it off. I don't know, we're experimenting here. Smells good. I think this has been in my fridge for 3 months. This is a pre-coronavirus item here that we're about to eat. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we got these earlier. All right. I don't know. I was thinking about dicing this up and mixing it in, but we might have enough acid as is. I don't know. We're just kind of riffing here now. Poached egg would be good. All right, I'm gonna broil that off. Oh, I could have gotten out. Oh, you know what? Let's just do that. Yeah, well, that's what I said. That's where the similarity begins and ends, is just in the name, or like the preparation. It's not, that's it. Oh, this is the best part of my day. Now, I'm not trying to burn it. That's the thing. If I get too close, like I want to minimize, oh yeah, actually both of those, why is that held for review? Why, Monster Masters, your comment held for review? Throw your feta fondue on it, that shit's good on everything. Oh, maybe because okay, whatever. Yes, Andrew, I'll add some of that as well. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We can kind of top this with whatever we want. Let's give that a shot. All right, and now I'm just having too much fun. We'll call that good. Let's see how these guys look on the other side. Oh, see, the other side's prettier. So we'll just use the other side when we plate it, which I think we can do now. Let's get a plate. I wanted my black plate. But we're just gonna go with a bigger white plate. We'll serve a few of them together. Okay, so let's get this big dude on the bottom here done. How about this little portion here? Oh, I wanted to flip them over. Ah, gosh darn it. Yeah. See, isn't that a little, looks a little bit better. Again, this will be, you could coat this with black or brown butter. You could, you know, we're just trying to get creative here. This is the true quarantine cooking. That's good. Maybe we'll go a little bit more. Okay. What did Linguophile say? I missed it all. Okay, good. All right, so let's put some, let's take, actually your stem's fine. We'll do some of this on top. Yes. There we go. So now we have, is this gonna be weird putting this? I think this would be weird to put that on there. The citrus. Let's turn the lights off, good? Oh, the olive oil, yes. Speaking of which, I have to make more. Yes, Monster Mancer, it's really been that much time, that little time. See, I kind of like having a little bit of this oil on here to kind of sauce it, just to bring it a little bit together. I still feel like brown butter would go so well with this, but we did just do brown butter on Monday, so I wanted to switch it up. Okay, good. And why don't we do, I do want to try this, and I think it would look pretty all over, but I don't want to ruin every single bite. So I'm just going to kind of do like this. That way, this one half, I can sample with the chimichurri just to see if the effort was worth it. The effort of throwing a handful of things into a food processor. Okay. Okay, so this isn't going to win any awards at a steakhouse, but it's a pretty darn good way, I think, to like have a nice weeknight meal. You know, I would whip this out if one of my friends said, "Oh, by the way, I'm a vegetarian," but on his last visit here, because that would probably be his last visit over. But I like this. I think this is good. I think it's just a nice lighter fare before you know, on a Wednesday night before the weekend. But I'm actually probably gonna eat most of this because I'm gonna need to eat all the calories. I'm torn though on the chimichurri. I think it needs one or the other. I don't know about both together. I'm still thinking brown butter would be a nice option. So if you do end up roasting this off really hot, brown butter would be pretty good here. Oh yeah, let's put some cheese on it. Why not? Now we're just I like this. We're kind of riffing on top of it. Let's do that. Let's do a little, I have feta ready to go. Yeah, the fat would be good. Like a little bit of brown butter is I keep going back to, but let's try some like feta crumbles. See what that does. Crumbalaya. Who doesn't like cheese? Okay. Now let's give this one a shot. I like how this is now becoming my dinner while I just stand here and eat. But I really want to figure out, like, let's make this work. I like the flavor already, but I don't know if I would do both, like an olive and capered thing and the tapenade or the chimichurri. I don't think it needs both. Cheese helps. I would totally add cheese. I think that, yeah, I think that totally helps. But you almost don't need, I don't know. I keep going to, I think brown butter would be good on top of this. Like that would be a nice brown fat, like that would be so tasty on top of this. I like that. So yeah, I would do olives, cheese, great. Chimichurri only, if you do that. this is kind of a choose your own adventure dish the way I'm like presenting it right now. But again, do one way or the other. I wouldn't do them both together. I think the chimichurri and the olives, they don't really work. So yeah, but otherwise I'm kind of down with it. Like, you know, throw on a glass of wine, obviously not like a big bold red that you'd normally save for a steak, but I don't know. If you want some lighter fare, go for it. Now, I like how Andrew's now a big naysayer. He's just, yeah. Yeah. Big hug for Andrew. This is pretty good. Anyway, I hope you like it. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to leave you with that because I need to go take a picture of this. And if I keep sitting here and eating it, we're not going to have anything left. But yeah. Anyway, so this is what we're ending up with. Again, this side, good. The mixture, not so good. I wouldn't do green and olives. I would just do olives and cheese. So that's my final take. But I still want to try brown better. Okay, you guys have a wonderful day. Let's get the outro song because if I don't, then I can't check that off the box for Monster Master.